Hello, how's it going? Right, week 22. This is the week after the week 21. What's the date? It's the 29th of no, not the first yet, that's next week. 29th of the 12th, 2014, for the last time of 2014. Because next week we'll be going into 2015 because it'll be a new year. And I think that's crossed off something else on my list. Yes, okay. Right, so what did we have last week? Shall we have a look? We had a lot of videos last week. It was a lot. But first, before I do anything, I'm going to start this cup of tea, which is sticking to my paper. Right, okay, so we had a Cup of Tea in a Podcast, episode 22nd of the 12th, 2014. Overlord Raising Hell, episode 44, Traitorous Potatoes. Try Creating Something, episode 6, Gingerbread House. Overlord Raising Hell, episode 45, Goodnight Can't Sleep Tight. Try Creating Something, episode 6, Christmas Crackers. Overlord Raising Hell, episode 46, Minion Rebellion. Try Cooking Something, episode 2, Peppermint Creams. Overlord Raising Hell, episode 47, Goodnight, Old Overlord Sleep Tight. Assassin's Creed 2, episode 4, Little Tommy, My Little Eagle Friend. Assassin's Creed 2, episode 5, Pigeon Network, Video Specials, Christmas, December 2014. Assassin's Creed 2, episode 6, Goodnight Umberto Alberti, Sleep Tight. Assassin's Creed 2, episode 7, Pointing to the Database, Video Specials, My Birthday, December 2014. Assassin's Creed 2, episode 8, Pointing 3, No Database Entries. My lord, that's a lot of videos. It was a very busy week for Videos Week, and I've definitely felt it this week. Said week a few times. Yeah, I've definitely felt it this week. It's been a bit of a rush. Like, I've obviously got all these stuff I want to try to catch up, which I haven't been able to, because I've been doing all this other video stuff and getting them all done, but no, it should be alright. We have got a few more next week. In fact, that's a nice segue to talk about what we have got next week. So we've always got this podcast, episode 29, episode 22, 29th, of the 12th, of the 1st. So hard to talk. Why is it so hard to talk? Right, yeah, so we've got this podcast later today, and then later today we have if I get the right folder open, we have Overlord Raising Hell episode 48, Expecto Pototus. And then tomorrow we've got Overlord Raising Hell episode 49, Grubs Up. And then Wednesday we've got Overlord Raising Hell episode 50, Conqueror of the Abyss. And then we've got on Thursday, Overlord Raising Hell, episode 51, Sheep G. Now, I don't know about Assassin's Creed yet, although I know there is more episodes than 2 this week. We've got 3 normal episodes and 2 pointing episodes. The pointing episodes were rather long because I'm stubborn and didn't ride any horse I saw. I just didn't ride a horse because I couldn't find my horse. Yeah, so what's going to happen is what we got. If I do the same structure as I did this week, we'll have Assassin's Creed 2 out, 2 episodes out on Friday. Saturday we'll have 2 as well, which will be a normal one and a pointing one. And then on Sunday we'll have the last pointing episode. Yeah, we'll do that, same as this week. And then also sometime this week we should have a sibling rivalry video. As for when, I'm not sure yet, but it'll be trying hopefully out before the weekend. But I have no idea what's going to happen with it yet. Still catching up. But also there's going to be a video special for New Year's Day or New Year's Eve, whichever one. I don't know which one to go for. Probably New Year's Day because it's the first. But I think we'll do that. Right, okay, that's done. Right, update. So there was a lot of Xmas videos last week. It wasn't a sticker, that was me pulling my tea off a piece of paper. Yeah, there was a lot of Xmas videos last week, so been a bit rushed and trying to catch up with things. But I think I'm all doing all right. I'm staying above the water slightly. But we've got some videos this week that are corrupted, so I had to use Fraps to record them. That is Assassin's Creed Episode 2, Episode 11. Assassin's Creed 2, Episode 11, which I believe is the third one of the week, so out on Saturday. Overlord Raising Hell, Episode 49, is also corrupted, but only slightly. And, guys, I have a secret, and I'm not going to tell you just yet. But copyright, some other things with some copyright. I've been looking at some copyright because I'm trying to sort out my list of games to do, so I've sort of rearranged it because I've got some new games that I can do. There is one I found that is very vague. It talks about a certain feature it has on the console, where it says you can post clips onto select partners, which is YouTube. What was the things where you can't make money off of it? And I think that's pretty much it. You can do whatever you want, but it's talking about through a certain feature, which means I can't do. So I'm trying to do this without spoiling anything. It's so It's for a company that has this thing where you can record using that thing in the game. And the copyright, it says that you can can't speak. You can record the footage and then upload it onto YouTube. And that is what it says. That's what the thing says. But I'm not sure if it just refers to that feature in that game, or if it refers. I think it does refer to the thing in the game, but it does say pretty much anything. It doesn't really specify. So I'm going to take that as an assumption. Obviously, just saying this just makes me think, yeah, you can do it with anything. So yeah, I'm going to do it. If this game company actually has said, sort of, through this policy that I can do it, so I will do it, and I'm excited. Yeah. So I've just convinced myself again about this. It's one of those things I've been thinking about. But yeah, I think I definitely will do that. This game. Hopefully, you will all be excited for it. Probably more so than you realise. Oh, it's exciting! And I've also been looking at Xbox's copyright thing as well, because they moved it or they've changed it. I don't know what they did to it. But I think now you can, because it was Fable, the game series I'm going to be doing, and it did say you can use it, but you can't use the copyrighted name or a logo for the product, so to speak. So I was going to call it Tale of a Hero, because that's an old thing for Fable that I had. So I was going to call it that instead of Fable, and just do a different logo for the video thumbnail. But you apparently now it's very detailed, I must admit. Apparently you can use the name of the trademarked product, which will be Fable, but you can't use it like Fable. You have to do something like, so say for example, if you had a forum, you can have like Microsoft Forum, but you can't have that. You could say Forum for Microsoft users. You can use that, so it's using their name, but it's not showing that you have affiliation with Microsoft. So you've got to play with words with that. So I might be able to do it with called Fable, but I won't be able to call it just Fable like I've been doing. I might have to do Let's Play Fable, just to sort of cover my back, so it's that way. It's not affiliated with the actual Fable people. But that's not too much of a problem. That's quite good. It's better than what it was. And you can use, I think you can use the logo of the image, but you have to have the name of the products quite large and in certain rules and regulations, which will be alright. I can sort that out. But that's quite good. I'll have a look at more about that, because that was a bit confusing. The logo bit I didn't really get it, but I'll sort it out. But that's that done. Copyright's quite good. I've sorted out the games now, so should be alright. Topic this week is book club. I'm not going to say anything else of gaming news, because there's not been much and I haven't really been paying attention, so I don't really know any. But book club this week, still reading Storm of Swords, nearly finished, about 10, 12 pages left. I'll be quite soon, hopefully tomorrow maybe. But Assassin's Creed Subject 4 I've been reading. It's the book that I got for Christmas, if you saw the Christmas video. It is quite good. Some bad points though. It's quite hard to see what some of the images are on some pages, and it's quite hard to work out where the words are, because it's all seemed a bit crammed, at least in the first part of the comics. I know it's compiled of 2 comics, or 3 technically, I suppose, although one of them was an extra bit for the first one. So it's quite hard to see a few of them bits, but it's a good book. I'm really enjoying it. I kind of knew something was going to happen. I had kind of forgot it was going to happen, but I knew something was going to happen, and I sort of skipped ahead just to see what was happening in the, because I obviously was going to bed, and I saw it happen, and I was like, oh, I remember them saying something about that, and then it happened, and still I'm in shock about it for some reason, even though I sort of knew it was happening. It's one of those things. It's really good. Honestly, if you want to try and get it, I would recommend it. But that's it for book club. Community, Mention Monday. These are the people that commented on last week's videos. There was an awful lot of them. There was Comedy Podcast, episode 21, Overlord Raising Hell, episode 44 to 47, Assassin's Creed 2, episodes 4 to 8, and then we had some Try Something videos. We had Try Creating Something, episode 5 and 6, and Try Cooking Something, episode 2, and 2 video specials, Christmas, December 2014, and my birthday, December 2014 as well. Okay, so the names we have are some returning people from a while back. We haven't heard from in a while. But we've got Vathorse2, Nick Pro, Mr. Domic98, Eli Gannon, Horia, A Box of Kittens 77, Josh Hobson, and Sparky Bear. So it's nice to hear from Eli Gannon and A Box of Kittens again. It's been a while. Okay, and what is after that? Of course, if you want to be a Mention Monday, you just have to post a comment before next week. It's as simple as that. So where are we now? It's the Q&A now, so we've got some questions. VatHorse2 asks, what do you prefer, PC or console, and why? I prefer console. I don't know why. I guess it's because I brought up on consoles, not PC. But I do find that PC, if I'm playing a PC games, I do tend to feel like it's wasting my time more so than what it is on a console. I have no idea what it is or why. The only difference I can see is the fact that it's a mouse and keyboard. But yeah, for just some reason, I always feel like I'm wasting time when I'm playing PC games. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe it's the games I play on PC. I have no idea, but that's just something how I feel. I prefer a console. I prefer to have a controller in my hands than an actual keypad. Maybe it'd be different if I had a controller for the PC. I don't know. Nick Pro asks, "What's your favourite holiday?" Maybe Christmas. I do like Easter. I must admit, it's quite my unusual favourite. I think it's because Easter Bunny hides all the clues and the eggs and stuff, so that's quite fun. Josh Hobson asks, my question for this week is, what's your highlight of the year? Also, hope you had a wicked birthday. I did, I didn't. I was working, as you truly well know, Mr. Josh. And my highlight of the year, it will be when the new people started at work. And it's got nothing to do with the fact that one of them is called Josh. Or maybe it is. Maybe this is my dark secret where I'm confessing it to you now. Maybe. Or maybe I'm just making this all up. I have no idea, and I'm trying to work it out myself, and I have no idea. What's after the Q&A? Subscribers. Alright, so these are from July 2013. We're catching up. Someone mentioned, but we're catching up. We've got, I don't know how long we've got left, but there's 34 today. Right, so there's the difficult time of trying to read off the names with the new microphone, with it being to the side. Amateurus Child, Philip Leatherman, Daisuke 1133, Jordan McKenzie, Gundam 2600, Subscribe, Draymon 170, Joshua Caesar, Seven 83, Matt Coy, McNeil Con, Lucas Helcombe, Dokkabu 811, Vespa Vent, Michael Callum, Noah Ramos, Team Q, Nostalgia Student 40, Utree 20, Eli Gannon, Levon Uno, Jazeel Moreno, Nick D 890, Oliver Hudson, Tyler Eaton, Chi-Lord 23, Ninjas XX2, Logan Ferguson, Starkiller 3050, Gone Games, Daniel Henetson, Colin Cressman, and Carl Torres. So thanks for subscribing that long off time. You might have unsubscribed by now because this is just a list of people that have subscribed, not to those that have not taken off when they unsubscribe. So if you're still here, well, if you're still here, hello. If you're not here, then you're not watching this. Right, what's after subscribers? It is questions. Right, so last week's question was about the using the new mic in Overlord, which I believe we did have an answer, which was from Mr. Dominic98. He says, the new mic is a real upgrade. You should use it in the Overlord LP, which I did. And it's a lot easier, because it's don't have to put a headset on, so I can actually... I was actually thinking about this, I could actually probably use my big headphones for actually listening to the game now, which will be fun for me. And that's about it. So this week's question, I haven't got one. Oh no! Panic! Let's go with this. If I asked for your help with some videos, such as the intro video which I talked about once before, would you be willing to help? Which will be just telling me your favourite scenes from, videos that I've done and stuff like that, and things along them lines. Okay? And at that note, I think it's it. This is week 22 done. There's 54, 56 weeks in a year, so we're about halfway through, depending on how many. I can't remember off the top of my head, but we're nearly done. The hint for this week's video is it has something to do with chaos, which is a big thinking one. You have to think about that one. And it has something else to do with... It has to do with the Garden of Eden. And something to do with the Apple of Knowledge. Muse on that one. Alright, yes, so I think that's about it. Now I'm going to finish this cup of tea. It's a nice cup of tea, so I'm going to finish it off. And as that's finished, I will say Happy New Year for a few days' time. There'll be a video special for that. But for now, I'm going to say goodbye. Goodbye.